Hey, Abbott.
Yes, Costello?
Are you the manager of this baseball team?
Yes.
Well, now that I'm down here for spring training, I would like to know some of the guys' names on the team, so when I meet them on the street or in the ballpark, I'll be able to say hello to them.
Well, naturally, I'll introduce you to the boys and a regular bunch of boys we have. But you know, strange as it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
Funny names.
Yes, nicknames, pet names, you know, like Dizzy Dean.
Is Brother Daffy?
Daffy Dean.
I'm their cousin.
Now, what's your first name?
Goofy.
That's what I thought. Well, let's see, we have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
And I say, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
Wait a minute. Are you the manager?
Yes.
You know the guy's name?
Well, I should.
Who's on first?
That's right.
I mean, the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The fellow on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Who is on first?
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Have you got a contract with the first baseman?
Well, certainly.
Who signed the contract?
Well, naturally. You wouldn't expect anybody else to sign it.
But who?
Yes.
Look, when you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it.
Who does?
Oh, absolutely.
All I'm trying to find out is what is the guy's name on first base?
Oh, now, wait a minute. Let's straighten that out. What is on second base?
Who's on second?
Who is on first?
One base at a time.
I know, but don't change the players around.
I'm not changing anybody. I only want to know what's the guy's name on first base.
But I'm telling you what is on second.
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
That's what I want to find out.
I know, but who is who and what is what? Don't change it.
Look, that don't mean nothing to me. All I want to know is what's the guy's name on first base.
But what is on second base?
Who's on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on third. We're not talking about him.
How did I get on third base?
Why, you mentioned his name.
If I mention the third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who is playing first?
Never mind first. I want to know what's the guy's name on third base.
But what's on second?
Who's on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again.
Well, I can't change their name.
Let you and I stay on third base.
Now, what do you want to know?
Now, who is playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
Who am I putting on third base?
Yes, but we don't want him there.
You don't want who there?
No.
So what's the guy's name belongs there?
No, what belongs on second?
Who's on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base. That's the point.
Yeah.
You got outfield?
Naturally.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd say.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Oh, no, who is playing first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
Look, the left fielder's name.
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
Look, you've got a pitcher on the team.
Wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitch?
The pitcher's name.
Tomorrow?
You don't want to tell me the date?
I'm telling you, man.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, who is not pitching? Who is...
I'll break your rhyme. You say who's on first?
Go ahead, have it.
I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know. Third base. You got a catcher?
Absolutely.
The catcher's name.
Today?
Today. And tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
That's all. We got a couple of days on the team.
Well, I can't help that.
You know, I'm a catcher, too.
I know that.
Now, I'll get behind the plate. I'll do some fancy catching, and tomorrow's pitching on my team.
Mm-hmm.
The heavy hitter gets up. Tomorrow throws the ball, and the guy up bunts the ball. Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out of first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw it to first base.
So?
Who's got it?
Naturally.
Oh, naturally's got it.
No. Who's got it?
Naturally.
That's right.
Well, that's what I said.
That's right.
Now, I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
No, you throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's right.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
That's what I heard it then.
That's right.
Now, I pick up the ball and I throw it to who?
That's right.
Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second.
Mm-hmm.
Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it? I don't know. I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up to me. It's a long fly ball to be caught. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn.
What was that?
I said, I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
Oh, I'm a bad boy.
C-A-M-E-L-S. That's right, folks. C for comedy, A for Abbott, Maxwell, E for Ennis, L for Lou Costello. Yes, they spell Camel. Your taste will tell you about Camel's rich, full flavor. Your throat will welcome Camel's cool mildness. So draw up a chair for tonight's show starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
Costello. Will you listen to me, please? Did you go hunting with your Uncle Artie Stebbins last Saturday?
What'd you say?
I say, did you go hunting with your Uncle Artie Stebbins last Saturday?
Yeah, and a terrible thing happened. A great big bear sneaked up behind us, grabbed Uncle Artie's gun out of his hands, and stuck it in his back.
What did Uncle Artie do?
What could he do? He married the bear's daughter.
Never mind that. Did you see any big game?
I saw a giraffe, but I didn't shoot him. He had a sore throat.
Well, there's nothing worse than a giraffe with a sore throat.
Oh, yes, there is.
What?
A centipede with corns.
You dummy. I didn't think you ever went hunting in your life, and I don't believe you did. I'll bet you haven't even got a hunting license.
I have, too. Here it is.
Wait a minute. This is no hunting license. This is a picture of Hetty Lamar.
You hunt what you like, and I'll hunt what I like.
You hunter. Why, that's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, my brother and I, we used to hunt alligators.
Alligators?
Yeah, one time an alligator was just about to attack my brother-in-law. I fired off both barrels of my trusty rifle.
Did you kill the alligator?
See this wallet?
Genuine alligator?
No, genuine brother-in-law.
Nonsense. Come here, look at this. You see this picture? Now, I trapped all these rabbits last winter. Now, how many would you say there were?
876.
That's exactly right. Oh, wait a minute. How did you guess it?
Oh, I just count the legs and divide by 4.
Costello, have you ever been in Africa on safari?
No, but I've been in New York on safari.
A safari in New York?
Yeah, the Staten Island safari. And also the Hoboken safari.
Oh, now, come on, that's ridiculous.
Lots of safaris around there.
Hey, listen to me, though. You should have been with me on my elephant hump. Oh, there I was, surrounded by elephants. One big bull elephant started towards me. I said to myself, I'm trapped. Abbott, you're trapped. Should I run or stand here and shoot the bull?
You've been doing all right up to now.
All right. Well, I shot. The elephant fell and broke a tusk.
Broke a what?
A tusk.
Tusk to you two and a couple of poo-poos.
A tusk is valuable. We use 50,000 elephants a year just to make billiard balls.
My, how do they train those big, clumsy beasts to do such delicate work?
I can see you know nothing about elephants.
I once hunted elephants in India with an old acquaintance of mine. And an elephant sat on them. Someday I got to go back there.
Why?
To scrape up an old acquaintance. Yeah, but did you ever shoot a zebra?
Yes, I did.
Could I have the zebra skin?
Oh, what do you want with a zebra skin?
My Aunt Minnie is in Alcatraz, and she needs a new fur coat.
No, that's silly, Costello. However, I have a stuffed rhinoceros you can have. Of course, you know what a rhinoceros is, don't you?
Oh, sure. That's a hippopotamus with a radiator cap.
No.
Come on out there. I know you're breathing.
All right. Costello, this is the last week of the big game hunting season. Now, tomorrow I'm going hunting in the high Sierras, and I'd like you to come along with me.
Oh, gee, thanks, Abbott. Say, you've done a lot of hunting. What do they call those little flies that buzz around the animals?
Gnats.
I asked you a civil question. What do they call those little flies?
Gnats.
And that's to you, too, brother.
No, you don't. Gnats are the flies that annoy the animals. Of course, some of them have ticks.
Well, why don't they take the ticks and give those flies a good thrashing?
I didn't say sticks. I said ticks. For instance, there's deer sticks.
The deer ticks?
Certainly deer ticks.
Who wound them up?
Oh, nobody wound them up.
And what makes him tick? Somebody must have slipped a groon in his groove.
Costello, when I say, listen to me, please. When I say deer ticks, I don't mean the deer ticks. I mean deer ticks.
Abbott, let me smell your breath.
Oh, come on, please, talk sense. The deer has ticks, and the ticks bother the deer.
They used to bother me when I went to school.
Ticks bothered you in school?
Yeah. Arithmetics, mathematics. And one time a tick got me in trouble with the teacher.
Oh, now, wait a minute. How could a tick get you in trouble with the teacher?
I ticked my tongue out at the teacher, and she trounced the tweet of my trousers with a twap. Now.
Buffalo, I'm talking about animal ticks. Hundreds of animals in the woods have ticks.
That must be a pretty sound when hundreds of animals get together and they all start ticking at once.
No, listen, Costello, listen to me. Deer have ticks. Elks have ticks. And one time my father shot a moose with ticks. Now, do you know what I'm talking about?
Sure, your father's moose ticks.
Costello, you're getting more stupid every day. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to say to you. I've tried to improve your mind, but I just can't seem to get anywhere.
Why don't you face it, Abbott? You're a failure. Well, here I am, Abbott, and I'm all ready to go hunting with you up in the mountains.
That's fine, Costello. How is your hunting equipment?
I got the best, Abbott. Look, Cornell Wilde's old address book.
Costello, hunting is a serious sport. Now, suppose you came face to face with a big Bruin. What would you do?
Ask him for a ticket to the Rose Bowl game.
Oh. You know, Marilyn Maxwell and Skinny Ennis are going to meet us at the hunting lodge. I hope you brought something along.
I did. I brought a quart of bourbon in case somebody gets the chills. What are you bringing, Abbott?
The chills. Costello, did you bring a gun?
Oh, yes, here it is. This is my sawed-off shotgun.
Wait a minute. Where is the handle?
How do you like that? I sawed off the wrong end.
Well, come on, Costello. Marilyn and Skinny are waiting for us at the hunting lodge in the mountains. Let's go.
Hiya, fat, flabby, and flat-headed.
No, wait a minute. Don't insult Costello, Skinny. Don't be a pill.
Skinny ain't no pill. He's too long and narrow.
Well, thank you, Costello.
You're a capsule. You're a funny-looking hunter, Skinny. Do you know anything about guns?
I know guns inside and out. Why, man, when I was a kid with the circus, they used to shoot me out of an air rifle. What do you know about hunting, Costello?
Have you seen that big bear rug in my living room?
Sure.
Well, I shot that bear myself. What a battle. It was either me or the bear.
Well, I'm glad it was the bear. You'd make an awful lumpy rug.
Hey, look, Costello, here comes Marilyn Maxwell.
Hi, boys. And hello, Louis, honey, my chubby little chuckling chipmunk.
Oh, Marilyn, my sugar-coated sharpshooter. Plug me with a buckshot of your kisses.
Oh. Louis, honey, how do you like my hunting outfit? Saks Fifth Avenue.
Get a load of mine. Army surplus.
Oh, Louis, it's going to be fun hunting with you. What's your favorite wild game?
Post office.
Louis, post office isn't a wild game.
It is the way I play it.
Ah, Louis, my little snowman, come melt in my arms.
Gee, Marilyn, when I'm close to you like this, I just can't seem to break away.
Why not?
My nose is caught in the trigger of your shotgun.
Well, Louis, if you'll excuse me, I'll go up to the hunting lodge and freshen up. As they say in Spanish, mañana o ya noches to you.
And your mama's own nightshirt to you, too.
Hey, Costello, look up on that mountaintop. Now, there's a mother stork and two little storks.
Yeah, Abbott. Can I ask you a question?
Well, certainly.
When the mama stork talks things over with the little storks, who does she say brings the babies?
Help! Beg pardon, soldier. Is there a skinny hombre in your party?
Yes, there is. Why?
Well, you better go over there and get him. A gopher just dragged him down into its hole.
Who are you, stranger?
I'm the game warden.
Yeah? What's your game, Warden?
You want to know my game, partner? I'll tell you. It's parcheesi. But being up here in the wild country so much, I trained 3 little skunks to play bridge with me.
Is it a steep game?
No, we only play for 1/10 of a cent.
Warden, we're after some big game. Have you seen any hereabouts?
Hereabouts? Hereabouts? Abbott, I thought we came up here to shoot deer. I wouldn't shoot a poor little hereabouts for anything in the world. Anybody that will shoot a little hereabouts and make a widow out of a sheabouts ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Oh, shut up, you idiot. How about it, Warden? Is there any big game around here?
Well, there's a ferocious mountain lion that has been terrorizing the countryside. He's been killing the farmers' chickens, and he's even been stealing eggs.
At the price eggs are now, I don't blame him.
That's a reward of $1,000 to the man that gets that mountain lion. One of you boys ought to trap him.
Which one of us would you suggest?
Why don't you try it, Tubby? You got the biggest trap.
Hey, who are those guys?
That's the Nebraska football team. Now, remember, if you shoot that lion, I'll give you $1,000 for a skin. I need it to make stockings.
What kind of stockings can you make out of lion skin?
Nylon stockings. So long, Lordhead.
Hey, you hear that, fellas? The line's just north of us.
Which way south?
Come here, you coward. You're afraid. You're not afraid to take a chance, you understand?
Yeah.
Now take this cane, you see it?
Yeah.
The lion won't bite you if you're carrying a cane.
Yeah, but how fast do I have to be carrying the cane? I ain't monkeying around with no lines, Abbott. The last time I saw a lion was in the Adirondack Mountains.
What happened?
I snapped at the line, then the line snapped at me, and then something whizzed past.
What was it?
Kansas City.
Quiet. I hear something. Listen.
I love you. Ouch.
I love you. Ouch.
I love you. Ouch.
I love you. Ouch.
Costello, what was that? 2 porcupines necking.
All right, Costello. All right, now take it easy, kid. I'm right in back of you. Don't worry about me. Here's the mouth of the cave. Now, go in there. That's a pal for you. I let you go in and get the lion, don't I?
You want me to go in and get the line?
Certainly, I'm your friend.
Why don't you go in and get the line?
Oh, what do you mean? You want me to go in? I have a family.
Oh, what I got?
Never mind what you've got. You go ahead and get that lion.
Okay.
Hey, what's the matter? You scared? Look at you. Your knees are knocking.
I always knock before I enter a cave.
Take it easy. Buck up, Costello. And remember, make the lion believe you're not afraid of him.
I couldn't be that deceitful.
You've got to think of those poor people who've lost their cattle and their chickens and their eggs on account of that lion. How can you face them, Costello? Think of it. How can you face them when they may be starving?
How can I face that lion? He may be starving, too.
Oh, there you are, Louis, honey. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I know you're going in that cave and kill that lion just for me.
I am?
Yes. And Louis, honey, I'd do anything for you. Why, I'd climb the highest mountain. I'd swim the deepest river.
How do you like that? Here I am facing death, and this dame is going to go out climbing and swimming. Okay, I'll go in. But if that lion runs out, don't nobody shoot at him.
Why not?
I may be inside of him. Gee, it's certainly dark in this lion's cave.
Why don't you light a match?
Who said that?
It's me, the lion.
What do you know? A talking lion. I gotta tell Abbott, Skinny, and Merlin about this.
Oh, no, you must never tell anyone. I'm a hermit, and I just hate people. I wear this lion skin to scare them away. I live in this cave all alone.
How did you find this cave with all the housing shortage?
I subleased it from a bear that went on the road with the skating act.
You must get lonesome here all alone. Why don't you get a roommate?
I had a roommate and elk. And then the meat shortage came along.
You mean that...
See this tooth hanging on this watch chain?
Yeah?
Well, it ain't mine.
Look, Mr. Hermit, my girl is outside. I promised her I'd bring out the lion. Give me that lion skin and I'll take it out there and everybody will think you're dead and nobody will bother you anymore.
Here, take the skin. Oh, goody, goody. Now I can be a real hermit. And then I won't be bothered by Lucille Ball, Betty Grable, or Marilyn Maxwell.
Gee, do they call you?
No, that's what bothers me.
Hey, look. Here comes Costello out of the cave.
Oh, my hero. Look, he has the lion skin.
Who is the greatest hunter of them all? Bring 'em back alive, Costello.
When there is danger, who's the one they call? Bring 'em back alive, Costello.
Once I found a baby leopard. With milk I filled his tummy. And then in some Egyptian tomb I helped him find his mummy.
He taught Tarzan everything he knows. When in danger, he's not yellow.
Who looks dapper in his hunting clothes? No one but my handsome fellow.
One day I caught a tiger. I was wasn't even trying. And in the movie house, I caught a Metro Goldwyn lion.
Brave Jeff and Dee Dee, a threat to Clyde Beatty, the greatest hunter of them all.
Costello. Yeah? You've hunted a lot of big game. Tell me, did you ever hunt bear?
I can't, Abbott. The bushes tickle me. Once I saw a mink, though. I saw a mink crying in the woods. I picked him up and I said to him, though you'll be a coatful on a Turner, left, mink, left. Though you'll be a lovely hat for Myrna, left, mink, left. Heroes, you'll have the best table. Think of those whole nights with Betty Shapiro. When you're on display at Bullock's Wilshire, giggle, meat, giggle. All your cares will vanish if your tail will wiggle, mink. Oh, wiggle me. And don't be depressed. Keep your skin up. When you see Frank Buck, just live.
Honey, my brave adventurer, someday you must take me hunting with you.
I will, Marilyn, my love. And you can ride on my Papa Jackass.
A Papa Jackass? Well, how do you know he's married?
All jackasses are married.
Oh, my hero. Let's celebrate tonight. We'll go to the smartest restaurant for dinner, see the best show in town, and then visit all the swanky nightclubs. Then I'll kiss you goodnight and... After you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying how lonesome I'll be. There's no one I'll see.
Until she finds another sucker like me.
Who knows these jungles better than a book? Bring 'em back alive, Costello.
Who'll charm a snake with one hypnotic look? Bring 'em back alive, Costello.
I caught a baby penguin. He looks so awful cute. I haven't got the penguin, but I'm wearing his dress suit.
Who makes the wildest panther so tame? No one else but Lou Costello.
He makes the others hang their heads in shame. He's so groovy, he's so mellow.
I captured famous animals from every living herd. I even caught a Detroit tiger sliding in the third.
The greatest hunter of them all. The greatest hunter of them all.
Oh, boy. What a tough battle. But I won. Hey, Abbott, there is the lion's skin.
Wait a minute, Costello. There's something phony about this. Turn that skin over. I thought so. There's a label on that lion's skin, Costello. Come on, read it.
Eastern Columbia, Broadway at night.
By the way, Costello, the December 10th issue of Look magazine has printed the pictures of your big barbecue party for the kids.
Yes. Did you see it, Abbott?
I did. I saw your picture, your wife's picture, your kids' pictures, and my picture. But I didn't see my wife Betty's picture. And I know they took Betty's picture. Now, where's my wife's picture? Why wasn't it in there?
Well, the fellow that took your wife's picture couldn't develop it.
Why not?
He was afraid to go into the dark room with it alone.
Oh, good night,
The the smartest restaurant for dinner, see the best show in town, and then visit all the swanky nightclubs. Then I'll kiss you goodnight and after you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying how lonesome I'll be. There's no one I'll see
until she finds another sucker like me.
Who knows each song goes better than a book? Bring 'em back alive, Costello.
Who'll charm a snake with one hypnotic look? Bring 'em back alive, Costello.
I caught a baby penguin. He looks so awful cute. I haven't got the penguin, but I'm wearing his dress suit.
Who has the wildest temper that's so tame? No one else but Lou Costello.
He makes the others hang their heads in shame. He's so groovy, he's so mellow.
I captured famous animals from every living herd. I even caught a Detroit tiger sliding in the third.
The greatest hunter of them all. The greatest hunter of them all.
Oh, boy. What a tough battle. But I won. Hey, Abbott, there is the lion's skin.
Wait a minute, Costello. There's something phony about this. Turn that skin over. I thought so. There's a label on that lion's skin, Costello. Come on, read it.
Eastern Columbia, Broadway at night.
By the way, Costello, the December 10th issue of Look magazine has printed the pictures of your big barbecue party for the kids.
Yes. Did you see it, Abbott?
I did. I saw your picture, your wife's picture, your kids' pictures, and my picture. But I didn't see my wife Betty's picture. And I know they took Betty's picture. Now, where's my wife's picture? Why wasn't it in there?
Well, the fellow that took your wife's picture couldn't develop it.
Why not?
He was afraid to go into the dark room with it alone.
Oh, good night, folks. Betty's picture. Now, where's my wife's picture? Why wasn't it in there?
Well, the fellow that took your wife's picture couldn't develop it.
Why not?
He was afraid to go into the dark room with it alone.
Oh, good night, folks.
That's right, folks. C for comedy, A for Abbott, M for Maxwell, E for Ennis, L for Lou Costello. Put them all together and they spell Camel. Experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel. Let your own experience tell you why more people are smoking Camels than ever before. And draw up a chair for tonight's Camel Show, starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
Costello, come here. Costello, will you come over here, please? Will you listen to me? What are you writing on that pad?
Hey, Abbott.
What are you writing on that pad?
I'm just making out a list of girls I'm going to kiss next week. Here's who I got picked out. Lizzie Schwartz, Maggie Mugglemeyer, Tessie Tinfoil, Lana Turner.
Now, wait a minute. Lana Turner wouldn't kiss you.
Oh, no?
Oh, no.
Then I'll scratch it off my list.
I love you. You dummy, always thinking of girls. Girls, girls, girls. Great men don't waste their time on girls. Where do you suppose Benjamin Franklin would have been if he'd have thought of girls all of the time?
In the front row at Earl Carroll's?
No. Costello, I've been telling you for the past 3 weeks. You've got to quit chasing girls and get yourself a job. Look at you. Look how sloppy you are. Look at your socks.
I can't help my socks, Abbott. It's those new Hickok plastic garters.
What's the matter with them?
Your socks stay up, but your legs fall down.
Here, boy. Out of the way, Fatso. I'm looking for Lou Costello. Boy, he is Lou Costello.
The famous Lou Costello.
back me up when you say, how do you do?
Wait a minute. That ain't me. That's the Mad Russian.
You're sane? Who's going to take this telegram?
I'll take it.
It's collect, $14.
He'll take it.
Don't give it to me. Here, boy. Hey, Costello, this telegram is from Joe DiMaggio. Listen to this. Dear Lou, as you know, I am recovering from a foot operation. I would appreciate you taking my place. Appreciate you taking my place on New York Yankees until I recover. Please report to the Yankee Stadium immediately. Signed, Joe DiMaggio.
Abbott.
Hey, that's wonderful.
News. That's the news I've been waiting for. I'm going to be a big league ball player.
Yes.
DiMaggio probably heard about my playing with the Cucamonga Wildcats last year.
You a ball player? I don't believe it, Costello. You know nothing about ball.
Oh, no, I eat baseball. I live baseball. All night when I'm asleep, I dream about baseball.
Don't you ever dream about girls?
What, and miss my turn up at bat?
Oh! What's the matter with you?
Yes. And another thing, Abbott. What page are you on?
Never mind what page you're on.
And another thing, Abbott. Not only that, in Patterson, New Jersey, I worked out with a baseball team. I used to stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Why did you stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning?
This was a girls' baseball team.
Costello, if you're going to play with the New York Yankees, you really have to know something about big league baseball, Lou.
I know all about baseball.
All right, suppose there's a left-handed pitcher pitching. What do?
I put in a right-handed batter.
Now, suppose there's a right-handed pitcher pitching.
I put in a left-handed batter.
But now I trick you. I take out the right-handed pitcher and put in a left-handed pitcher.
Then I double-cross you. I take out my left-handed batter and put in a right-handed batter.
Now, wait a minute. Where are you getting all those right-handed batters?
The same place where you're getting all those left-handed pitchers.
Hello, Bud. Hello, Louis, honey.
It's Marilyn Maxwell.
Hello, Marilyn. I've got great news. I'm going to play ball with the New York Yankees. I'm taking you along as a pitcher.
Oh, now, Costello, Marilyn Maxwell can't pitch.
Oh, no? You should see all the guys she struck out that were trying to get to first base. This kid has got some nice curves.
Oh, Louis, you're so sweet. But I do hope you be careful. You know big league baseball is a very dangerous game.
Oh, what's dangerous about baseball, Marilyn?
Well, I read in the paper this morning that in the opening game in Boston, 5 players died on base.
Marilyn, you don't seem to know much about baseball. Let me show you how to play indoor baseball. First, I put my left arm around your waist. Then I snuggle my head on your shoulder like this. Then I press my cheek against your cheek.
Oh, wait a minute, Costello. That's not the way to play indoor baseball.
How do you like that? Every season, new rules.
Well, goodbye and good luck, Louis. I just know you'll become famous with those New York Yankees.
Marilyn's right, Costello. This is your chance to become famous. Now, you've got a good job as a baseball player, and you might find your proper niche in life.
Yes, I might. I mean, after all, if I find my... What will I find?
A niche. You'll find your niche.
Abbott, when I find an itch, I scratch it.
Now, what in the world are you talking about?
An itch. I once had the 7-year itch.
What happened?
I scratched real fast and got rid of it in 3.5 years.
I'm not talking about that kind of an itch. I mean an itch in life. A niche in life is what everyone is looking for. Anyone who is successful has found a niche.
Well, if that's the case, I know an Airedale that is doing very well.
Listen to me, Costello. When I say a niche, I don't mean a niche like you have when you have an itch. I mean a niche like you have when you have a notch.
Oh, you don't mean an itch like an itch when you have an itch. You mean an itch like you have when you have a notch.
Now you've got it.
Now I've got it. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Costello, why do you mash everything up like that? You're the most mixed-up man I ever saw.
Well, maybe it's because I fell on my mother's mix master this morning. She had it set for mashed potatoes. Oh, mother.
I know that. You're an idiot. All I'm trying to tell you is that a niche is a notch. Catch?
Notch.
Notch. All right. Now you know that a niche is a notch. You know that both of them are the same.
Yes.
Now, I could have a notch and you could have a niche.
Yes, niche to me and notch to you.
I'm only trying to impress you the importance of being a big league ball player and having a good income. Did you ever draw a nice big fat salary?
No, I never drew a fat celery, but I once sketched a skinny tomato.
No. So when I say draw, I don't mean draw like you draw when you draw. I mean draw like you draw when you draw a salary.
Abbott, let me smell your breath. Just as I thought. You've drawn one too many already.
Listen to me, please. When I say you draw a salary, I mean you draw money.
Now he's got me drawing money. Wait till the FBI finds out about this. I'll probably draw 20 years in a clink. And they don't feed you any celery in there either.
Costello, when I say you draw money, I mean you draw like you draw money to spend it. Not like when you draw on an easel.
That's what I always say. With money, it's easel come, easel go.
Everybody draws money. I draw money. I've been drawing money for years. My brother draws money. He's been drawing money for years.
You draw, and your brother draws?
Certainly.
Just as I thought. You and your brother are an old pair of drawers.
Experience is the best teacher.
It happened shortly after the end of the war. 2 cigarettes glow in the dusk on the veranda of a country house as a man and woman are chatting. The woman remarks,
Robert, you've changed your cigarette brand. This is a Camel. I can tell without even looking.
Yes, I have changed my brand. You know how we smoked whatever cigarettes we could get during the war?
Don't I?
Yes, I must have tried all the brands during that shortage. And that's when I found I liked Camels best.
And weren't you right?
Yes, experience is the best teacher. During the wartime shortage, people smoked whatever cigarettes they could get. It was this experience that taught millions the differences in cigarette quality. As smokers tried cigarette after cigarette on their T-zones, that's T for taste and T for throat, it was Camel's rich, full flavor and cool mildness that stood out from all the others. The result?
Today, more people smoke Camels than ever before.
Experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel. And while you light up a Camel, here's Skinny Ennis with Linda.
When I go to sleep, I never count sheep. I count all the charms about Linda. Lately it seems all of my dreams, I walk with my arms about Linda. But what good does it do me? For Linda doesn't know I exist. Can't help feeling gloomy. Think of all the loving I've missed. We pass on the street, my heart skips a beat. I say to myself, hello, Linda. If only she'd smile, I'd stop her a while, and then I would get to know Linda. But miracles still happen, and when my lucky star begins to shine, with one lucky break, I'll make Linda mine. On the street, my heart skips a beat. I say to myself, hello, Linda. If only she'd smile, I'd stop her a while, and then I would get to know Linda. But miracles still happen, and when my lucky star begins to shine, with one lucky break, I'll make Linda mine.
Be a big league ball player, you've got to get yourself in shape. Now, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., you lift weights. From 9 to 10, deep knee bends. 10 to 11, skip rope. 11 to 12, run 5 miles.
12 to 1, I'll never make it.
Hey, look. You idiot, you'll never be a ball player. Staying up late and going to nightclubs, eating rich food, running around with beautiful girls. Do you know what can happen to you?
Yes, I can become manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Costello, I don't even know why DiMaggio picked you. You don't even know how to swing a bat.
I know all about swinging bats. When I was a kid, my father used to hit me with a baseball bat. My brother used to hit me with a baseball bat. My Uncle Artie Stebbins used to hit me with a baseball bat. And my mother used to hit me with a tennis racket.
With a tennis racket?
Yes, she didn't like baseball.
Well, it's Skinny Ennis.
Hey, Costello,
I heard about you taking Joe DiMaggio's place for the New York Yankees.
That's right.
You know, I used to pitch for the Hollywood Stars. And, boy, I'll never forget my last game. There were 5 men on base.
No, wait a minute. Whoa. 5 men on base. Now, that's impossible.
Did you ever see the Hollywood Stars play?
Ennis, I've seen the Hollywood Stars, and I don't remember you.
Oh, I've changed a lot since then. I had the biggest buck teeth you ever saw. I was the only man on the team that could slide into second base and spike you from either end. Well, so long, Fatso.
So long, Skinny. So long. Hey, you know that Skinny would make an ugly skeleton?
All right. Don't waste time with him. Now, you've got to get ready for the opening game.
Yes, I think we're going to play the Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland Indians, eh?
Uh-huh.
Feller pitching?
Certainly there's a feller pitching. Who do you think they'd use, a girl?
Oh, I know they don't use a girl. I said feller pitching.
What fella?
Feller with the Cleveland Indians.
Look, Abbott, there's 9 guys on the Cleveland team. Now, which fella are you talking about?
Feller that pitches. There is only one feller with Cleveland.
You mean 9 Yankees are going to play against one feller?
That's right.
You mean there's no fellas in the outfield?
No.
And there's no fellas in the infield?
No, Cleveland only has one feller.
Well, this fella must be pretty good if he don't need any other players but himself.
Look, all the players will be out there helping him.
You just said there was only one feller on the team.
That's right.
Then where did all them other fellers come from?
Oh, you idiot. When I say there's only one feller on the team, I mean there is only one feller that pitches.
Well, Abbott, when the manager of the team wants this pitcher, what does he call him?
Feller.
You mean he just hollers, "Hey, feller!" And this guy knows that they mean him?
That's right. His name is Feller, Bob Feller. And when I say there is only one feller on the team that pitches, that's it. And the feller that pitches is Feller. There's only the other fellers on the team, but there's only one feller.
Boy, are you mixed up. Oh, you mean the feller that pitches is feller. And there's other fellas on the team, but they're not fellas?
Now you grasp it.
Yes, I grasp it, but it keeps slipping out of my hand.
Let's go into this sporting goods store and get your baseball equipment. I want you to look right for the opening game. Now, go ahead and ask that lady there where they keep the baseball uniform.
Pardon me, miss.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Abbott.
Hello.
And Mr. Costello.
Hello.
You fat little mon, you.
What are you doing in the sporting goods store, miss?
Oh, I just stopped in to get a gift for my nephew. I'm buying him a Bars ball.
Bars ball? Abbott, you know what a Bars ball is. That's what the poocher goes to the coocher. And the booter tries to boot a home run.
My nephew is just a lotto choke, but his ambition is to be a Brooklyn Dodger catcher.
Well, if he's only a little guy, why don't he join the Detroit Cougars and be a short stoop?
Be going. As we say in Chinese, eat your gooey hot suey on to you.
And a dish of gooey chop suey and a puss to you, too.
Hey, look, that fella. Take care of your sales for now.
As Johnny Weissfeller said to Buster Crabbe, what dive did you come out of?
Well, my friend and I are here to get some baseball equipment. I'd like to see a baseball uniform that would fit Costello.
So would I. Look, as Adam said to Eve, quit ribbing me. However, I'll do the best I can. We'll start with the spiked shoes. What size do you wear?
8.
Oh, let me see. I've only got one pair left, and they're size 5. Maybe you can squeeze into them, Costello. Go ahead and try.
Okay.
What do you know? Open-toed baseball shoes. Now for the uniform. My, you're certainly a pudgy little rascal, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you overweight?
I'm about 120 pounds overweight, but I'm going back to my normal weight.
Yes, that's normal.
60 pounds overweight.
Costello, you should really go on a diet. Yeah, of course you know what a diet is, don't you?
Oh, sure. That's where you can eat all you want of everything you don't like.
Young man, if you really want to reduce, why don't you exercise with a couple of dumbbells?
Okay, I'm ready whenever you and Abbott are.
All right. We've got to get your baseball equipment. Mister, do you have any bats?
Oh, certainly. Here's a fine bat. Autographed by Slaughter of the Cardinal. This bat was made for Slaughter.
Ain't you got one that was made for baseball?
When he says Slaughter, he means Slaughter, the baseball player.
Slaughter, the baseball player? With that bet, you could slaughter anybody.
No, Costello. I'm talking about Slaughter. Everybody knows Slaughter. He knows Slaughter.
Well, maybe he knows Slaughter, but I don't know him.
You idiot. Everybody knows Slaughter, the baseball player. Slaughter is the man's last name.
What's his first name?
He knows.
Now, there's a clever guy. He knows his first name.
Oh, forget about the bat. Look, mister, do you have a baseball cap that will fit Costello's head?
What size pencil sharpener does he wear? Oh, a baseball cap. Oh, yes, here's a dandy. This is the kind fella wears.
What fella?
The fella with the Cleveland Indians.
There's 9 players with the Cleveland Indians. Which fella are you talking about?
Oh, young man, when I say fella with the Cleveland Indians, I am only referring to one fella. The fellow that pitches with the Cleveland Indians.
When you say the fellow with the Cleveland Indians, you're only referring to one fella. The fellow that pitches for the Cleveland Indians.
Yes. As Orville said to Wilbur, you're right.
How do you like that? Now they're doing our routines in sporting goods stores.
Oh, forget about him, Costello. Hey, wait a minute. I've got an idea. Mrs. Wetwash's late husband used to be a big league ball player. Now, he was a home run king, in other words. Now, maybe she'll give you one of his bats for good luck. Let's go over to her house and ask her.
Oh, okay. I'll go right over now, huh? You're right, Abbott. As John Adams said to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. How do you like that? I forgot what John Adams said to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Well, good morning, Mrs. Wetwash.
Oh, hello, Mr. Abbott. Oh, my, you know you ought to muzzle that St. Bernard dog. Oh, pardon me, it's Costello. Tell me,
Mrs. Wetwash, I wish you hadn't said that. I was just telling Abbott your face reminds me of a rose.
Oh, really? An American Beauty rose?
No, a rhinoceros.
Costello, Mrs. Wetwash, Costello's leaving for New York to join Joe DiMaggio's place. Take Joe's place. Isn't that wonderful? He's going to play with the Yanks.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yes?
What do those big Yanks want with a little jerk like him?
Mrs. Wetwash, that was an insult. I'll have you know that beautiful women find me irresistible.
I don't find you irresistible.
And I don't find you beautiful.
Quiet, Costello. Ask her for those baseball bats her husband left her.
Okay. Mrs. Wetwash, I understand when your husband was alive, he had a lot of old bats.
That's a lie. He never went out with anybody but me.
Costello means your husband's baseball bats. You see, he thought you might give him one of them.
Yes, that's right, Mrs. Wetwash. You see, I need a good bat.
Oh, you need a good bat. I'll be glad to help you out.
Can I have the bat right now?
Right now.
Presents lovely Marilyn Maxwell for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of The Sea of Grass. For Camel fans everywhere and in honor of New Orleans Jazz Week, Marilyn sings for the first time on the air the title song of the picture, New Orleans.
You know what it means to miss New Orleans and miss it each night and day. I know I'm not wrong, the feeling's getting stronger the longer I stay away. There's the moss-covered vines, the tall sugar pines, where mockingbirds used to sing. And I'd like to see the lazy Mississippi hurrying into spring. The moonlight on the bayou, a Creole tune that fills the air. I dream about magnolias in June, and soon I'm wishing that I were there.
survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
3 leading independent research organizations asked this question of 113,597 doctors. What cigarette do you smoke, doctor? The brand named most was Camel. Now, you probably enjoy rich, full flavor and cool mildness in a cigarette just as much as doctors do. And that's why, if you're not a Camel smoker now, try a Camel on your T-zone. That's T for taste and T for throat. Your true proving ground for any cigarette. See if Camel's rich flavor of superbly blended choice tobaccos isn't extra delightful to your taste. See if Camel's cool mildness isn't in harmony with your throat. See if you, too, don't say, Camels suit my T-zone to a T.
Well, Costello, I'm going to New York with you. You know, Bucky Harris, the Yanks manager, gave me a job as coach for as long as you're on the team.
Look, Abbott, if you're a coach, you must know all the players.
I certainly do.
Well, you know, I never met the guys, so you'll have to tell me their names, and then I'll know who's playing on the team.
Oh, I'll tell you their names, but you know, strange it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Strange names, pet names, like Dizzy Dean and...
His brother
Daffy Dean.
And their French cousin.
French?
Gouffet.
Gouffet Dean, oh, I see. Well, let's see, we have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I say, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You going to be the coach, too?
Yes.
And you know the fellow's name?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing
Who
first.
is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
Look, you got a first baseman?
Certainly.
Who's playing first?
That's right.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it.
All I'm trying to find out is the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The guy that gets the money.
That's it.
Who gets the money on
He
first
does,
base?
every dollar. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Look, all I want to know is when you sign up the first baseman, how does he sign his name to the
Who?
contract? The guy.
Who?
How does he sign his
That's
name?
how he signs it.
Who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'm only asking you, who's the guy on first base?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
What's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on third. We're not talking about him. Now,
How did I get on third base?
why, you mentioned his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again. Will you stay on third base and don't go off it?
All right, don't even know.
Now, who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
What am I putting on third?
What is on second?
You don't want who on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base! Look, you got outfield?
Sure.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
I'm not... Stay out of the infield! I want to know what's the guy's name in left field.
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base! The left fielder's name?
Why?
Because...
Oh, he's center field.
Look, you got a pitcher on the team.
Sure.
The pitcher's name.
Tomorrow?
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you
Then
now.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, who is not pitching?
I'll break your arm, you say, who's on first. I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
Got a catcher?
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
And tomorrow's pitcher.
Now you've got it.
All we got is a couple of days on the field. I'm a catcher, too.
So they tell me.
I get behind the plate, do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and the heavy hitter gets up.
Yes.
Now, the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I'm going to throw the guy out of first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's all you have to do.
It's to throw the ball at first base.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
If I throw the ball at first base, somebody's got to get it. Now, who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to Naturally.
No, you don't. You throw the ball in a hole.
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying
I
that.
throw the ball to
You
Naturally.
throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said.
Listen, you ask me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as you. Same as you. I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second.
Yes.
Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I
I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
I mean,
Costello will be back in just a moment for Camel cigarettes. During the war, the makers of Camel cigarettes sent a total of more than 150 million free Camels to our fighting men overseas. Now free Camels are sent to servicemen's hospitals instead. This week, the Camels go to Veterans Hospital, Fort Lyon, Colorado, USAF Station Hospital, Davis-Monthan Field, Tucson, Arizona, U.S. Naval Hospital, Quantico, Virginia, U.S. Marine Hospital, Baltimore, Maryland, and Veterans Hospital, Palo Alto, California. Camel broadcasts go out to the United States 3 times a week. Are rebroadcast to practically every area in the world where men are still stationed, and to our good neighbors in Central and South America. And now back to Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
What is that, Lou, you've got in your hand there? Another telegram?
Hey, Abbott, look, I just got a telegram from Joe DiMaggio.
Well, go ahead and read it.
Okay. Dear Lou, just heard your show. I think you have the makings of the world's greatest natural ball player. You have spiked teeth, a club head, and you've been off your base for years.
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody, and a special good night to Joe DiMaggio. Get well quick, Joe.
Listen to Abbott and Costello again next Thursday night when Costello is going to build himself a new prefabricated house. You can imagine the trouble he'll get into. I don't know whether it'll be a 1-story house or a 2-story house, but anyway, that's another story.
Prince Albert Pipe Appeal. They're one and the same thing. Any tobacco burns, makes smoke, but where else can you find the tobacco that has the pipe appeal of Prince Albert? The coolness, mildness, the rich, full flavor. Prince Albert is specially treated to ensure against tongue bite. Crimp cut to smoke slow and cool. So pack your pipe with mellow, rich PA. Enjoy Pipe Appeal with Prince Albert. And while we're speaking of enjoying yourself, be sure to tune in on Grand Ole Opry on NBC Saturday night. You all know and love the songs of America, but this week you have something extra special in store for you. Red Foley and his guests, Ernest Tubb and Roy Acuff. Grand Ole Opry Saturday night on NBC.
Be sure to tune in next week for another great Abbott and Costello show brought to you by Camel Cigarettes. And remember, experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel. Let your own experience tell you why more people are smoking Camels than ever before. C-A-M-E-L-S. Abbott and Costello's famous baseball routine, Who's On First, is now available at Phonograph Records. This is Michael Roy in Hollywood wishing you all a pleasant good night.
Oh, that's it. That's what I said. Listen, you asked me. I throw the ball to who? Naturally. Now you ask me. You throw the ball to who? Naturally. That's it. Say that's you. Say that's you. I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second. Yes. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play. Yes. Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to be caught. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
I mean,
Costello will be back in just a moment for Camel cigarettes. During the war, the makers of Camel cigarettes sent a total of more than 150 million free Camels to our fighting men overseas. Now free Camels are sent to servicemen's hospitals instead. This week, the Camels go to Veterans Hospital, Fort Lyon, Colorado, USAF Station Hospital, Davis-Monthan Field, Tucson, Arizona, U.S. Naval Hospital, Quantico, Virginia, U.S. Marine Hospital, Baltimore, Maryland, and Veterans Hospital, Palo Alto, California. Camel broadcasts go out to the United States 3 times a week. Are rebroadcast to practically every area in the world where men are still stationed, and to our good neighbors in Central and South America. And now back to Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
What is that, Lou, you've got in your hand there? Another telegram?
Hey, Abbott, look, I just got a telegram from Joe DiMaggio.
Well, go ahead and read it.
Okay. Dear Lou, just heard your show. I think you have the makings of the world's greatest natural ball player. You have spiked teeth, a club head, and you've been off your base for years.
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody, and a special good night to Joe DiMaggio. Get well quick, Joe.
Listen to Abbott and Costello again next Thursday night when Costello is going to build himself a new prefabricated house. You can imagine the trouble he'll get into. I don't know whether it'll be a 1-story house or a 2-story house, but anyway, that's another story.
Prince Albert Pipe Appeal. They're one and the same thing. Any tobacco burns, makes smoke, but where else can you find the tobacco that has the pipe appeal of Prince Albert? The coolness, mildness, the rich, full flavor. Prince Albert is specially treated to ensure against tongue bite. Trim cut to smoke slow and cool. So pack your pipe with mellow, rich PA. Enjoy Pipe Appeal with Prince Albert. And while we're speaking of enjoying yourself, be sure to tune in on Grand Ole Opry on NBC Saturday night. You all know and love the songs of America, but this week you have something extra special in store for you. Red Foley and his guests, Ernest Tubb and Roy Acuff. Grand Ole Opry Saturday night on NBC.
Be sure to tune in next week for another great Abbott and Costello show brought to you by Camel Cigarettes. And remember, experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel. Let your own experience tell you why more people are smoking Camels than ever before. C-A-M-B-L-S. Abbott and Costello's famous baseball routine, Who's on First, is now available at Phonograph Records. This is Michael Roy in Hollywood wishing you all a pleasant good night. Try a Camel. Let your own experience tell you why more people are smoking Camels than ever before. C-A-M-B-L-S. Abbott and Costello's famous baseball routine, Who's on First, is now available at Phonograph Records. This is Michael Roy in Hollywood wishing you all a pleasant good night.
Camels, the cigarette that's first in the service, presents the Abbott and Costello program. With the music of Lee Stevens and his orchestra, the songs of Connie Haynes and the Camel Quintet, tonight's guest, Miss Marlene Dietrich, and starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
Oh, Costello. Oh, will you stop that noise? What are you doing here in the studio dressed in your bathing suit?
Well, I spent all day trying to get my car out of the swimming pool.
What was it doing there?
Don't you read the papers, Abbott? The government says you have to pool your car.
No, you dummy. They mean share the ride. You have to pick up people.
Oh, I did that yesterday. I picked up Helen, Mary, Rosie, and Josie.
But your car holds more than that.
Yeah, but now they only allow you 4 gallons a week. You can't get it.
Well, never mind that, Costello. Where have you been all week? What have you been doing?
Oh, boy, have I been having fun with Connie Haynes.
No kidding.
Last Saturday, I took her to a football game. What a game! What excitement!
Any passes?
No, her mother was with us. And another thing, Abbott, there was a man sitting next to us with a 6-month-old baby. All afternoon, the kid was crying. He was so hungry.
Well, didn't the father bring a bottle?
Yeah, but the kid wanted milk. Finally, to shut the kid up, I give him a penny.
Well, did that keep him quiet?
Yeah, but he kept waving the penny in front of my binoculars. It ruined the game.
How did it ruin the game?
All afternoon, Lincoln was playing in the backfield.
No. Well, forget the football game.
Much better this afternoon, huh?
Yes, a lot better. We've got other things to worry about. You know, our announcer, Ken Niles, is complaining because he didn't have enough to do last week. Isn't that right, Ken?
Yes, it is. After all, I could give the program a lift. I'm a shot in the arm.
You said it. You're a dope.
Now, don't be silly, Costello. Niles is very popular.
Why, sure. Right after the broadcast last week, a lot of women chased me up Hollywood Boulevard, and one of them caught me and threw her arms around my neck.
I saw that.
You did?
Yeah. Why did you snatch her pocketbook?
Now, cut it out, Costello. Now, I talked to Ken's wife, and she says he should have more lines. She says he's got talent. She says he's terrific. She says he's colossal.
She says this. She says that. I don't care what his wife says.
Well, I do. My wife is a wonderful person. She's as necessary to me as an umbrella in a rainstorm.
I'll take the umbrella. It's easier to shut up.
No. Now, why don't you be reasonable, Costello? Mrs. Niles is a very sweet girl.
Yes, she is. You know, she's a great deal like Sonia Henning.
You mean you have to keep her on ice?
Please.
Are you folks hearing us?
Now, wait a minute, just a minute. Now, that isn't fair, Costello. Now, let's get together here. Give Ken a chance to show what he can do.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Thanks, Bud. I'd like to read a little tidbit that I just happened to bring along.
Oh, this is going to murder you.
One night as I sat rocking on my chamber floor, came a knocking, gentle knocking on my chamber door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Say, how'd you like that?
Don't look now, but the raven just laid an egg.
Hello, everybody, and hello, my fat little sugar man.
Oh, this voice of this kid is temporaneous. Quiet, quiet. Hello, Connie.
Mr. Costello, honey, I'd like you and Mr. Abbott to meet someone. This is my Aunt Ruby.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Hi, Aunt Ruby. How do you like California?
Connie doesn't have enough to do.
Wait a minute. After all,
I listened to the program last week, and there should be more music. Connie ought to sing 45 songs. There's nothing but talk on the program. And who wants to hear a lot of talk?
Hold your hat. Here comes another raid.
After all, Mr. Costello, I taught Connie to sing. Why, even I sang in New York, Philadelphia, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Chicago.
What about St. Louis?
They beat the Yanks. Ha ha ha! I really struck you out that time.
You struck me out, huh? And you're just the old bat that can do it. Wait a minute. Now, just a second, Costello. You can't talk like that to Connie's Aunt Ruby. Maybe she's right. Maybe this program needs more singing.
Exactly. Everyone loves singing. Something like this. All through the night, there's a little brown bird singing. Oh, well, of course. You know I just had my tonsils taken out.
Have them put back in. Costello, what right have you got to criticize? What do you know about singing? Now, look, Abbott, if I hadn't come from such a large family, I'd have been a great singer. What did the large family have to do with it? I could never get in the bathroom. Oh, no. Come on, Costello, make up your mind. Are you going to give Niles and Connie more to do or not? Why should I? If I give them more to do, the first thing you know, even the sound man will want more to do. And why shouldn't I? What did I have on last week's program? Nothing. Not even a door slam. I understand doors. I know doors inside and out. I talk to doors, and they talk to me. Well, what do you hear from the knob? Ah, well may you laugh. Little do you know how important every little sound is to me. Even the sound of a moth chewing on an overcoat. Like this. What's that funny sound? That's the moth spitting out the buttons. Don't you think sounds are fascinating? Here is a sample of my day. When work is through, I walk home at night in the rain. I open the door. I go in and shut the door. Then I walk upstairs in the rain. It's raining in the house? Yes, we're waiting for a government ceiling. You must have a better rider than us, huh? I imagine so. I jump into bed and sleep. It's morning. What a night! I've got to catch the train. I kiss my wife before I go to the office. My wife kisses me. I kiss her and she kisses me. Wait a minute. What about the office? With a wife like that, why should he go to the office?
Lou Costello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How's your spelling this week?
I can spell anything.
Okay. Spell crumpets.
Crumpets.
Yeah, crumpets.
Crumpets.
Yeah.
Crumpets. C-R-U-M-P-E-S.
Wait a minute. You left out the T.
Today, I gotta have crumpets without tea.
Well, why?
I lost my sugar ration card.
Now, wait a minute. Look,
Ration
Lou.
card.
Yeah. Look, anyway.
Ration
or ration. Look, around here, you can't forget any T's.
Why not?
Well, because with us, it's important. In fact, with any cigarette smoker, T ought to be one of the most important letters in the alphabet.
Is that right?
Why, sure. T stands for taste and throat. That's anybody's own personal proving ground for cigarettes. The T-zone. Now, of course, most people have tried Camels. But have you tried them lately, since you've been smoking more? Give Camels the T-zone test now. Ask your taste about Camel's flavor. You'll find it wears well, doesn't go flat. Ask your throat about Camel's mildness. It's the best judge you can find. Thousands of smokers who are making their own T-zone test advise Camel suits them to a T. Just remember that you're the one who's doing your smoking. For steady pleasure, try Camel. You'll find they're slow-burning, cooler smoking, richer tasting, milder, better. Because Camels are expertly and matchlessly blended of costlier tobaccos. So take a tip from your T-zone. Your throat and your taste will tell you. C-A-M-E-L-S. Camel. Get a pack tonight. You'll want to buy a carton tomorrow.
his tiny face. Folks all call him Honest Abe. Abraham, Abraham. In 1860 he became 16th president. Now he's in the Hall of Fame, a most respected gent. 95 we celebrate this birthday through every day. Abraham, Abraham,
Orchestra with a Camel Quintet. Doing Abraham from the Holiday Inn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, quiet.
Abbott.
What's the matter?
Hey, look what I got. Look at all the money.
Wait a minute, Costello. Where did you get that roll of bills?
I went outside for a minute. Just when I reached the corner, a guy ran out of the bank with a bag full of money, and he gave me some.
He gave it to you?
Mm-hmm.
What did he look like?
I couldn't tell. He had such a bad cold, he had a handkerchief tied across his nose.
Well, you dumb cluck, that was a man. The man was a bank robber.
Oh, I don't think so, Abbott. He was the president. He offered to sell me the bank for a squawk.
Sell you the bank for a squawk?
Yeah, he said, one squawk out of you and I'll give you the business.
Of all the dumbbells, why didn't you go into the bank and investigate?
I did go in. And what a way to run a business. I walked in and a couple of clerks were playing hide and seek.
That's ridiculous.
Honest. One guy was hiding in the closet. The other guy was under the counter. There was nobody around to play with him. Then there was another guy.
What other guy?
He was trying to do tricks.
Trying to do tricks?
Yeah, he was laying on the floor trying to escape from a lot of rope.
And you thought he was playing a game?
Find time to play games.
Yeah.
Especially when he had a toothache.
He didn't have a toothache.
No, then why did he have a plaster across his mouth?
The man had a gag in his mouth.
If he did, he never got a chance to tell it.
You should have taken the plaster off his mouth.
I did. And right away, the guy started worrying about his rationing card.
Worrying about his rationing card?
Yeah, he started yelling, they took the sugar. They took the sugar.
Oh, no, Costello. The man was yelling because he was stuck up.
Stuck up?
Sure.
A fine time to get a swelled head.
No.
Somebody might have robbed the place.
He did rob the place. Look, was there anybody with him?
Just a woman.
A woman? Why didn't you mention her before?
She didn't appeal to me.
Oh. Did you pinch her?
No.
Then you should have held her.
If I'd have held her, I'd have pinched her.
You idiot.
I'll help it.
Do you realize that by keeping the money and letting the crooks get away, you've made yourself an accomplice? 10 miles. Turn on the radio. Maybe we'll get a police report. Hurry up.
Okay, bud.
Okay.
Hey, you hear that, Abbott?
What's that?
There's a message.
Well, what does it say?
Attention all citizens. The Fifth National Bank has just been held up by Black Pete and his gang of desperate bandits. When last seen, the gang was headed for their hideout at Deadpan Gulch. Also at large is their accomplice, described as 5 feet tall. 5 feet wide, that is all.
That's me, Mr. 555.
Costello, you know the police are after you. Now, you've got to capture that gang to clear yourself. Now, you can't do it alone, so call a posse. That's the thing.
Okay. Here, pushy.
No.
Here, pushy.
No, Lou, please. Deadpan Gulch is in the heart of the cattle country. It's the home of the western bandits and cattle rustlers.
Then I'm just a guy, Abbott. I became a 3-letter man chasing cattle rustlers.
Oh, how could you become a 3-letter man chasing cattle rustlers?
I sat on a branding iron.
What, does that cause you to catch the rustlers?
Catch them? I passed them.
But this is going to be a long trip. Now, you'll have to get an outfit. What are you going to wear?
I'll wear a 10-gallon hat, a tan shirt, a leather belt, and a bloodhound.
What pants?
The bloodhound.
No, all right. Never mind the outfit. And another thing you need is a horse. Have you got a horse?
Have I got a horse?
Yes.
I got a horse, and he's my pal.
Well, that's swell.
I eat with my horse.
That's wonderful.
I drink with my horse. I even sleep with my horse.
You sleep with your horse?
I got it. It's his blanket.
Now tell me, can you ride a horse?
Sure I can ride a horse. One time, Abbott, I rode 2 horses at once. standing up. I had my right foot on one horse, my left foot on the other horse. All of a sudden, we came to a fork in the road. Each horse went in a different direction.
That was a laugh.
Yeah, I thought I'd split.
Well, never mind. The first thing you have to do is find the bandit's trail. When you do, you leap into the saddle and away you go. Your face is stern, your grip is sure, your clutch is firm.
How's my transmission?
All right, I'll ask you. Please be quiet. Then you ride. You ride out across the prairie. You ride for hours and hours on end.
That sounds logical.
Don't interrupt, please. You ride and you ride until your trousers are worn thin. Finally, there you are.
I knew I'd come through.
Yeah. Well, Costello, what are you going to do? Are you going out after the bandits? Are you going to clear your name?
I'm going to clear my name, Abbott.
Attaboy.
I'll do it.
I know it was in you.
I'm going to get it out of me right now.
Come on.
I'll get them bandits. But just tell me one thing. If I get killed, what's going to happen to that little fellow that depends on me? The poor little fellow won't get anything to eat anymore. That poor little fellow won't even have a roof over his head. If anything happens, Abbott, it'll kill him. The poor little fellow.
Costello. Who is the poor little fellow?
Me?
And here's Connie Haynes with the Camel Quintet to sing a new tune of the Old West, Cow Cow Boogie.
Out on the plains down near Santa Fe, I met a cowboy riding the range one day, and as he jogged along, I heard him singing a most peculiar cowboy song. It was a ditty he learned in the city. Come a ta ya ya, come a ta yip get along. Get hip, little doggies, get along. Better be on your way, get along. Get hip, little doggies, and he's thrusting on down the old fairway, singing his cow-cow boogie in the strangest way. Come a ta ya ya, come a ta yip singing his cowboy song. He's just too much. He's got a knocked-out Western accent with a Harlem touch. He was raised on local weed, what you call swing half-breed, singing his cow-cow in the strangest way. Come a ta ya ya, come a ta yip singing his cowboy song. It's just too much. He's got a knocked-up Western accent with a Harlem touch. He was raised on local weed. He's what you call swing half-breed, singing his cow-cow boogie in the strangest way. It's the cow boogie, the cowboy boogie
And now back to the adventures of our heroes, Abbott and Costello, as we find them hot on the trail of the bank bandit Black Pete. Leading a posse of men, they tracked the villain to the lawless town of Deadpan Gulch. Here they are, riding up the main street of the town.
Like a spur, said jingle, jangle, jingle, 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 jingle.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
One of my spurs got stuck.
Costello, what do you think you're doing? Why are you riding underneath your horse?
Well, my horse isn't feeling well, Abbott, and the doctor told me to watch his stomach.
Well, here we are, men. We'll probably find Black Pete in the Red Dog Cafe across the street. Stop your horse. Okay. Whoa! Whoa, Nellie!
Whoa, whoa, boy. Whoa. Attaboy. Take it easy, Nellie. Sit down now. Whoa, Nellie.
All right, men. Everybody into the bar for a drink. Now. Just a man. You horses stay outside.
All right, let's go in. And listen, Costello. When we go through this door, have your gun ready. If anybody moves, shoot.
If anybody shoots, I'll move.
Oh, speaking of my glory and my fame.
Hey, Abbott, listen to that. What a pair of pipes. Wish I was a plumber.
Tell them my side.
Costello, don't you recognize her? She's the ghost of Deadpan Gulch. Really?
Of the same.
Oh, Marlene Dietrich. Oh, look at that lovely face. That face has made a fortune. Yeah, it runs into a nice figure.
Hello, boys.
Hello, boys. How bigger men will you come from?
Welcome to the Red Dog Cafe. Did you like my song? What do you think of my range?
Your range is lovely. In fact, I like your whole kitchen.
Oh, you flatter me. You're probably tired after your long trip. How about a drink?
Okay, I'll have a Crosby cocktail.
What's that?
One drink and then bing.
With your personality, I would suggest straight corn.
What a fresh kid. Just a minute, Marlene. You see, neither one of us is a drinking man. Do you have anything a little milder?
Try a drink of this very mild wine.
Now, that sounds better. I'll try it. Just a minute. What's the matter?
I don't understand. That wine is made here by the Hoppy Indians.
Hoppy Indians? One of the Indians is still hopping in it. Costello, that's silly. Come on. Let's go over and watch the boys play roulette.
Yes. Or perhaps you both would rather play a game with me. Poker, faro, blackjack.
I'd rather play post office.
But that's a kid's game.
Not the way I play it.
You know, little fat man, I could go for someone like you.
You could?
Yes. Do you know someone?
Sure. What a fresh kid, Abbott! Now, look. Keep quiet, Costello. Don't talk like that to Marlene. She may know where Black Pete is. Try to win her confidence. Turn on the charm, you know. I'll turn on the charm. Okay, watch me. Marlena, my love, I adore you.
You do.
Yeah. Marlena, will you let me be your slave? Will you let me do something for you that I have never done for any other woman?
What's that?
Will you let me press your slacks? Costello, will you stop that? You just don't know how to handle these Western girls. Oh, yes, I do, Abbott. Marlena, one time I was in love with a bow-legged cowgirl. She was too bow-legged to round up the cattle.
What do you mean?
Well, she had a terrible time getting her calves together. What are you talking about, Costello? You've never even been in love with a girl. Yes, I was. I can see her now. She always wore cotton stockings.
Cotton stockings? What happened to her?
Nothing. But of all the girls I got tattooed on my chest...
On your chest?
Marlena, I love you the best.
The best?
Better than the rest.
The rest?
In the West.
The West?
On my chest.
On your chest?
There's an echo in the joint. Well, there's no question about it, Costello. Marlene Dietrich just can't be bothered with a man like you. Marlena, is that true?
Oh, Lou. If you only had the eyes of Clark Gable.
Yes.
The nose of Tyrone Power.
Yes, yes.
The chin of Gary Cooper.
Yes.
The face.
The face of who?
That's all, if you only had a face.
You know, the kids get nervous. Now, look here, Costello. We're wasting time. Did you forget why we came to Deadpan Gulch? We've got to find Black Pete's hideout.
Black Pete, he's the most dangerous character in these parts.
Oh, he don't bother me.
But he's very tough. He eats little men like you every morning when he gets up.
That's me, the breakfast of champions.
But Lou, why don't you give up this mad search? It can only lead to your death.
I think you got something there, kid. Hey, Abbott, I am scared. Ain't you scared? No, I'm not scared. Then why are you biting my nails? But no matter what happens, I'm going after Black Pete, Marlena. And if I die, I want you to take this shirt of mine as a keepsake.
But suppose you don't die.
Then wash it and have it back by Monday. And no starch in the collar, either. Listen, Costello, cut out the foolishness. Now we line up everybody in the room until we find our man. That's right, Abbott. Everybody line up and empty out your pockets. Why are you making them empty their pockets? I lost my yo-yo.
Now, wait a minute, boys. It's not necessary to look any further. I am Black Pete.
You are? What a fresh kid!
What a stale plot.
I think you got something there. Marlena, I still don't believe all this is true.
It is true. I took the money from the bank, but I did not steal it. It was my own money. It was my pin money.
$100,000 pin money?
I have very expensive pins. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. I have all the money right here in my stocking. Look.
Abbott, what a cute bank. What a place to make a deposit. Oh, Marlena, if I give you all my money from the bank, will you put it in your other stocking?
Certainly.
Costello, don't be an idiot. Your money is safer in the bank. Why do you want to put it in her stocking? Because that's where it's going to draw the most interest.
Before we hear from Abbott and Costello again, do you want to find out how hitting ground feels to a paratrooper? Well, just hop off the top of a truck going 15 miles an hour. But don't try that until you're as husky as an All-American halfback and as nimble as a circus tumbler. Even then, you'd have to learn plenty to qualify for the shoot troops, fighters as tough as any in the world. And whether your job is to dangle in midair from silk cords or whether you're making the shoots, you want to get the most out of your off-duty moments. Take Helen Lynch, for instance. She works at the Pioneer Parachute Company, making some of the chutes used by our paratroopers. Like so many of us, Miss Lynch is smoking more these days, and she sticks to Camels. She said, quote,
Package after package, Camels never tire my taste or wear out their welcome. They have such a rich, full flavor, and they're so easy on my throat.
Unquote. Camel is first in the service. Actual sales records in post exchanges and canteens show that with men in the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, and the Coast Guard, Camel is the favorite. Why is that? Well, just ask your own throat and taste. Camels have a full, rich flavor, the kind that wears well, doesn't go flat. Camels are milder, too, and cooler smoking because they're slow burning. The big reason behind this Camel goodness is costlier tobaccos, blended in the years-old Camel tradition of quality tobacco blending. If you're smoking more these days, try Camel. Your throat and your taste will tell you. Camel. Get a fact tonight. Send the carton to that fellow in the service. And now a word about next week's program. You'll hear more music from Lee Stevens and the orchestra, more songs by Connie Haynes and the Camel Quintet, and a gripping, dramatic story of life in the squared circle with our guest star, John Garfield. Now here is a short preview of next week's program. Thousands of people are assembled in Madison Square Garden. All eyes are focused on the two fighters in the center of the ring, Killer Garfield and Cupid Costello. There is a terrific exchange of blows. The crowd is on its feet. Costello is on his face. Costello, get up! Get up! Get up off your knees and quit playing with those marbles.
What marbles? I'm picking up my teeth.
Be sure to tune in next Thursday night at the same time for another big comedy show starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, with John Garfield as our guest. Brought to you with the compliments of Camel Cigarettes. Camel presents 3 great radio shows each week. Abbott and Costello on Thursday night. On Friday night, it's the Camel Caravan with Lanny Ross, Herb Schreiner, Xavier Cugat, and Our Town. And Monday night, Blondie. Marlene Dietrich, who appeared with us tonight, has just completed a new Universal picture, Pittsburgh, with John Wayne and Randolph Scott. And here's the latest news about the Camel Caravans, those swell traveling shows that entertain our boys in the Army camps. 15 Army and Navy training stations will be visited this week, including Camp Gordon, Georgia, Camp Pendleton, California, and Camp Cross, South Carolina. This is Ken Niles speaking for the makers of Camel Cigarettes and wishing you all a very pleasant good night.
and you never will, because that won't keep it from biting. Thing to do is get Prince Albert, the brand that's no bite treated for real smoking comfort. Another thing, PA's crimp cut, and that means it packs firm and easy and gives you cool, one-match burning. You'll find around 50 mild, rich-tasting pipefuls in every handy pocket package of Prince Albert. Try PA for pipe appeal. You'll agree it's the National Joy Smoke. This program has come to you from Hollywood. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
More these days. Try Camel. Your throat and your taste will tell you. C-A-M-E-L-S. Camel. Get a pack tonight. Send a carton to that fellow in the service. And now a word about next week's program. You'll hear more music from Lee Stevens and the orchestra, more songs by Connie Haynes and the Camel Quintet, and a gripping, dramatic story of life in the squared circle with our guest star, John Garfield. Now here is a short preview of next week's program. Thousands of people are assembled in Madison Square Garden. All eyes are focused on the two fighters in the center of the ring, Killer Garfield and Cupid Costello. There is a terrific exchange of blows. The crowd is on its feet. Costello is on his face. Costello, get up! Get up! Get up off your knees and quit playing with those marbles.
What marble? I'm picking up my teeth!
Be sure to tune in next Thursday night at the same time for another big comedy show starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, with John Garfield as our guest. Brought to you with the compliments of Camel Cigarettes. Camel presents 3 great radio shows each week. Abbott and Costello on Thursday night. On Friday night, it's the Camel Caravan with Lanny Ross, Herb Schreiner, Xavier Cugat, and Our Town. And Monday night, Blondie. Marlene Dietrich, who appeared with us tonight, has just completed a new Universal picture, Pittsburgh, with John Wayne and Randolph Scott. And here's the latest news about the Camel Caravans, those swell traveling shows that entertain our boys in the Army camps. 15 Army and Navy training stations will be visited this week, including Camp Gordon, Georgia, Camp Pendleton, California, and Camp Cross, South Carolina. This is Ken Niles speaking for the makers of Camel Cigarettes and wishing you all a very pleasant good night.
Ever see a pipe wearing a muzzle? No, sir, and you never will, because that won't keep it from biting. Thing to do is get Prince Albert, the brand that's no bite treated for real smoking comfort. Another thing, PA's crimp cut, and that means it packs firm and easy and gives you cool, one-match burning. You'll find around 50 mild, rich-tasting pipefuls in every handy pocket package of Prince Albert. Try PA for pipe appeal. You'll agree it's the National Joy Smoke. This program has come to you from Hollywood. This is the National Broadcasting Company.